welcome to BlackArchive. The name Strait of Hormuz is often heard in discussions about news, war, and global analysis, and every time it is mentioned, it seems to create an invisible pressure. A narrow waterway, yet one that holds the balance of the entire global economy. Every single day, countless ships pass through this route, carrying oil, fuel, and with it, the future of the world. But the question is it just a pathway? Or is there something hidden within it that we still fail to understand? Because the truth is, Hormuz is far more than what we see. This is not just a line on a map. It is a reality where nature, history, and human survival come together to create something truly mysterious. Imagine a place where the sun burns so intensely that midday feels like a complete stop. Hot winds, dry land, and fresh water that is almost priceless. A place where survival itself is a challenge. And yet, for thousands of years, empires have come here. Traders crossed vast oceans, and explorers risked their lives. But why? What is it about this place that keeps drawing humanity back again and again? To understand that, you don't just see Hormuz, you have to feel it. As soon as you step onto Hormuz Island, the first thing you notice is its surreal colors. Red, yellow, orange, purple. The mountains look like layers of a painted canvas. It feels as if nature itself created a masterpiece. But behind this beauty lies millions of years of history. Volcanic heat, ocean pressure, and time itself shaped every layer of this island. These mountains are not just rocks. They are records of time. Stories of fire, water, and transformation. Standing here, it feels like you have stepped onto another world. Yet beneath this beauty lies a harsh reality. Life here is not easy. The people of this island do not fight the environment. They understand it. They adapt. Life follows the rhythm of heat. Work begins at dawn, pauses at noon, and resumes again in the evening. Their homes are built with purpose. Thick walls, small windows, designed to let air flow and keep heat out. Nothing here is unnecessary, and that is the real lesson of Hormuz. Survival is not about having everything. It is about knowing how to use what you have. Every day, massive oil tankers pass by this region. So large, they look like floating cities. They carry a significant portion of the world's energy. On one side, billions of dollars in global trade. On the other, small villages where life continues in its simplest form. Two completely different realities, existing side by side. Even the sea here is different. The temperature is so high that coral reefs in many parts of the world would not survive. But here, they adapted. Those that couldn't adapt disappeared. Those that did became stronger. These corals are not just beauty, they are life. Entire ecosystems depend on them. But this balance is slowly breaking. Pollution, oil, human pressure, all weakening this fragile system. And when this balance breaks, the effects spread far beyond. Nearby, there are forests unlike any other, trees growing in salt water. Where normal plants fail, these survive by filtering salt through their roots and releasing it through their leaves. This forest is not just trees, it is a birthplace, a foundation of marine life. Destroying it doesn't just remove a place, it destroys a future. And at the center of all this stands the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow passage with global importance. Nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through this route. This is not just a waterway, it is the lifeline of the global economy. You may be far away, but anything that happens here can affect your life. That is why this place is always surrounded by tension. Powerful nations watch it closely. The passage is so narrow that even massive ships must move with extreme caution. One small mistake can create global consequences. And within this caution lies uncertainty. Because this region is not only economically important, it is politically sensitive. Tension here means risk for the entire world. Yet the people living here see it differently. For them, life is simple. Will there be fish today? How is the weather? How will the day pass? Global reality and local life, existing together. And that contrast makes Hormuz even more powerful. Time moves slower here. The environment controls life. Heat, wind, water. And through that control, people find rhythm. But one question remains. How long will this balance last? Because the world is changing. Ocean temperatures are rising. Pollution is increasing. Pressure is growing. And the first places to feel this change are the most fragile ones. Hormuz is one of them. A small change here can lead to massive consequences. If coral disappears, fish will decline. If fish decline, human life will change. If forests vanish, entire ecosystems collapse. These changes happen slowly, but inevitably, and one day they become impossible to ignore. That is why Hormuz is not just a place, it is a warning. It teaches us that survival is not about power, but adaptation, not just consumption, but preservation, because this world is a complex system where everything is connected, and even the smallest part can impact the whole planet. So the final question remains, are we truly understanding these signals, or are we still only seeing the surface? Because the world is changing, slowly but surely, and only those who adapt will survive the future.